This is the morning weather update. This is for Wednesday, the 4th of October. I'm James Spann. Once again today, the weather warm and dry, but some big-time changes coming up by the time the weekend gets here. The coolest air so far this season due in here. And maybe a little rain on Friday, but probably not much. Not the kind of rain we need to break this long dry spell. In fact, today should be the 17th consecutive day with no rain for much of the state. Upper air look this morning. We have a big trough beginning to lift out of the western states, but still ridging in place here. We'll check the radar this morning. We're live about 5:12 a.m. and nothing showing up. We've got 50s on the eastern side of the state, 55 for Gadsden and Pell City, Sylacauga 56, Tuscaloosa in the upper 50s at 59. 60s at most of the major reporting stations. Highs should be in the low and mid 80s today, a little above average. The average high for this state is 80. We'll check the watch warning map around the country early this morning. We note we have flash flood watches for parts of northeastern Texas and some of the adjacent states, but otherwise things are relatively quiet. Got a risk of severe storms today over about the western half of Texas back into Oklahoma. Tomorrow, along the front, we have no organized severe weather expected. And on day 3, which is Friday, there's a little sliver of green here. That means there might be a rumble of thunder somewhere, but I just don't think we'll see much of that. In fact, rain amounts on Friday should be very light. Speaking of that, here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And for most of Alabama, rain amounts just not really enough to measure on Friday. There could be a little bit for the western and northern counties, especially for areas north and west of Birmingham. But again, what we need is just a good soaker for hours to break this dry spell. That's not going to happen, but some scattered light rain on Friday. In the tropics, we have one feature on the board, and that's it. Tropical storm Philippe, which is pretty disorganized. And again, other than that, we have no disturbances to watch. This is the 7-day outlook. Philippe will likely stay a tropical storm coming up near Bermuda on Friday, and then becoming post-tropical as it gains latitude, coming up on the Canadian Maritimes, Nova Scotia, and the coast of Maine over the weekend, and then coming up into eastern Canada with some wind and some rain there. But again, by the time it reaches Nova Scotia or the coast of Maine, it will be a more of a cold court type system. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Again, the trough coming out across the Great Plains states. We still have ridging over the southeast. And again, for us, once again, the sky mostly sunny. Highs low to mid 80s in most spots. Rain off to the west. This is the high-res HER. High-resolution rapid refresh, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, we have some rain over parts of Arkansas and Louisiana, but not here. Tomorrow, that front makes slow progress. Rain possible in places like Memphis, Little Rock, and Shreveport. We'll stay dry. We'll call it partly sunny with highs in the low to mid-80s. And then on Friday, the front will be coming in here. Cloudy at times, the chance of some scattered light rain. Rain amounts light and spotty. The high Friday, upper 70s and low 80s. And then on Saturday, that shot of really cool air comes in here. A sunny day with highs dropping into the 60s over the northern half of the state with a good north breeze. Here's a look at the anomalies on Saturday. The shades of blue and green. Temperatures below average over the eastern half of the country. And then by early Sunday morning, we're expecting lows in the 40s over much of the state. The high Sunday will be in the 60s for the northern counties, 70s for South Alabama. So a very cool and dry weekend coming up. Monday will be a sunny day, highs back in the low to mid 70s. Tuesday, evidence a little disturbance coming down that northwest flow aloft, maybe squeezing out a sprinkle near the Tennessee state line. For now, we're leaving the forecast dry. The air just looks too dry for anything meaningful. And a week from today, this is Wednesday the 11th, a little shortwave ridge, and again, we are dry, but we do note there's a trough of low pressure over the western Gulf, and we're seeing evidence in modeling that could move in here with a pretty good chance of rain maybe by Thursday or Friday of next week, and we'll take that. And this is going out 10 days. This is Friday the 14th, a very deep upper low developing north of the state. And again, a new shot of cooler air coming in here, and then rain moving off to the east. So the GFS suggesting a pretty good chance of rain by Thursday or Thursday night, with a slot of drier air by Friday. And again, this will change again, but the Europeans supporting the idea of some rain either Thursday or Friday of next week. So hopefully that'll help to break the dry spell. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble, not a lot. The mean is still just a little under 1 inch between now and the 19th of October. Temperatures coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models. This is for Birmingham. Your number could vary. Mid-80s today and tomorrow, around 80 on Friday, and then upper 60s for Saturday and Sunday. Lows down to 45 Sunday morning. We wonder if we might see one of the colder pockets with upper 30s early Sunday morning over North Alabama. And then we bounce back with highs in the 70s for much of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house. This is for October 11th through the 17th. Temperatures may be a little above average if this works out. So on this date in 1995, Hurricane Opal made landfall around Pensacola, and this was an upper end Category 3, and it was bad. The storm surge was 10 to 15 feet, and it intensified pretty rapidly in the Gulf, weakening slightly before landfall. But this was a pretty rough ride. The damage was very significant because of the storm surge. This is looking down US 98 between Destin and Fort Walton Beach, and that's what a storm surge will do. And again, this is a reminder we can have some pretty nasty hurricanes in the month of October. And folks that lived through this one will remember it. And that thing remained a hurricane well up into East Alabama. There was a lot of wind damage on the eastern side of Alabama. In fact, we had some loss of life from falling trees on mobile homes. So again, that was on this date back in 1995. So nice to know somebody here is paying attention to the weather. That cat was watching our 6 o'clock news last night. Good-looking sunset last night. That's our smiling baby. Her name is Harlow. She lives up in Blount County. Always smiling. That brings a smile to our face. That's a good-looking shot right there. That's some tea time right there. Tractor time, riding off into the sunset. But just really, really nice last night. That was a great shot. That was taken over the Tennessee River. Amazing to see the colors reflecting off the water. And one more note today. At 1:20 Central Time this afternoon, you should receive a WIA message on your phone, Wireless Emergency Alert. It is the exact same tone that you hear for a tornado warning, a flash flood warning, or an amber alert. You've had those before. This is nothing new. And these tests happen from time to time. You will not turn into a lizard or a zombie. You will not develop a hangnail or hemorrhoids. And you will not be programmed by Bill Gates or the United States government. This is all of the idiotic TikTok videos. They're funny, but what's really disturbing, a lot of people believe this stuff. But just be aware of that, that you're going to get a WIA test today, again, about 1:20 Central Time this afternoon. So today I'm going to be doing some local stuff here. Tomorrow I will be in Anniston at Donahoe School and then the Anniston Kiwanis Club. Tomorrow night I'll be in Tuscaloosa as a media guest on the Hey Coach radio show. That's the Coach Nick Saban show. I got a lot of questions for Coach. It's going to be a fun time. We did this last year, and it's always a lot of fun. And then Friday I'll be in Alabaster in Shelby County for a senior adult group in the morning. Friday evening we will be at Piedmont High School in Calhoun County for Friday Night Rivals, our game of the week. I'll be there at 4, 5, and 6 on ABC 3340, then on My 68. That's our sister station at 6:30 for Friday Night Rivals. The game itself, which features Westbrook Christian at Piedmont, that will be Friday night at 7 over on My 68. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. We're going to be in Lawrence County up in the Tennessee Valley, the eastern part of Lawrence County, for a fundraiser for the Caddo Midway Volunteer Fire Department. And this is about halfway between Decatur and Moulton, so if you're in Athens, Moulton, Decatur, Huntsville, Florence, come see us. It's a good cause. They'll have food, a lot of cool things for kids. They'll have some music. And this is at their volunteer fire department, the Caddo Midway Volunteer Fire Department. We'll be there from noon to 3. And our new children's book is out, Benny and Chipper, The Wonder of Thunder. All the other books will be there, the T-shirts, all that cool stuff. So if you're in the Tennessee Valley, come see us. It will be a marvelous, wonderful, cool, crisp, sunny autumn day. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, there's no 4 today because of baseball. We'll be on at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.